Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ivision, A Glance of the Caribbean. My name is Ruth Georges. Now, today on the show, we have two mysterious guests who are the writer, the director, the producer for County Road 14. Now, before we talk about why black people are doing scary movies, let's get a little bit more on their background. Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
How you doing there?
All right. Now, what are your names? I should have asked you.
My name is Eddie Brown. Eddie Brown Jr. And I'm the director, writer, and producer of the movie.
And I am Roderick Monroe. I am co-producer, co-writer of County Road 14.
All right. Now, I want to learn exactly what made you guys start to do a scary movie, especially black writers and directors and things of that sort. But let's get a little bit more of your bio. Where are you guys from?
Well, both of us are originally from Perry, Florida, which is up on the Panhandle by Tallahassee. When I graduated from high school, I moved down to Orlando. I have been there ever since.
Time for Old Town.
Yes, we know Old Towns in
OBT.
I went to film school at FMU, and after I graduated, me and one of my friends, we had did several little projects, around commercials, wedding videos, stuff like that. And over the years, you lose it, and then it comes back. Well, when it came back kind of strong this time. So I had came up with a script called Stranded, and Stranded was about these 5 people who got stuck on this road. Well, I was originally going to shoot that in Colorado because I was in Colorado at the time. And when I came back to Florida, I thought about 14, and we were shooting the short, me and Thomas Hanna, and when we were shooting it, we saw it and we thought about it. County Road 14, so we then started writing the script about it. And then I brought in Roderick Monroe. He basically brought in the really weird stuff to the script.
Thank you.
Kind of stuff you're like, what the heck? They was thinking?
See, I basically put the body of the script together, the storyline, and basically
and
put the
all that.
plots and everything. He put in like why that happened or what's gonna scare somebody. So he put in the pretty freaky stuff that scares people in the movie. But
Yeah.
he has a creative mind like that.
Yeah. Ever since I've been a child, I've always been, I guess, not weird, but always been
Different.
different.
Your
I
mind
always,
just got-
I always was interested in horror movies. I have older brothers and sister that drew me in ever since the early '80s. I mean, all from the Jasons, the Freddys, and everything.
Oh
And,
my God.
and I've always been interested in the bizarre and and he said, you know what, I'm doing a film. I said, so what's the biography about? What's the documentary about? He said, no. We're shooting a full-length movie in Perry, Florida.
Wow.
He told me what it was about. I said, man, we're going to blow people's mind with this. He said, I just need a couple of touches. I said, hey, tell me what the movie's going to be about. We got together. Like you said, we got on both ends of it. He got at the beginning, I got at the end, and we just
Brought it to life?
brought it to life. So,
Oh my gosh.
that was probably one of the easiest things about the film was writing it, because it was just something that it was like destiny. It was just meant for us to do this. Yeah. So
All right, so, what made you choose County Road 14 versus in Colorado?
Well, the difference I had as growing up as a child up in that part of the state, basically a lot of people have legends about a lot of these old towns. And County Road 14, it had so many legends on it, from different urban legends of, okay, there's this old lady in the road, to lady in a white dress, little girl walking across the street, animals popping up and disappearing, all kind of stuff, and a hitchhiker. All these stories put together, I was like, okay, I heard all this, and I asked a few locals about it, and they said, I seen it or I didn't see nothing. So I took what I heard from different locals, and I placed it together to put together a good story. And the reality of it, it is based on actual events from recording what people said. Some people seen this. If they seen it, it's true. My grandmother seen some things on that road, and they told us about it. So some of the stuff that she told us is also in this movie as well. And the characters are fictional because they're not real people, but the stories based on what happened to them
these characters.
are real.
I know my mother always told me, if enough people say it, there's some truth in it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard to find black people who want to do scary movies. So
Yeah.
you guys just give me a small bio of how you got into it. But how do you go putting this production together?
Well, that's not the hard part. Financial becomes the hard part. Man, finance gonna always be the hard part.
Yeah.
But what happened? Basically, I built the studio, and once I built the studio, the script was done. We got a cast, and once we got the cast, I started getting production equipment. So I got the production equipment, and by February, we had everything to shoot the movie. We didn't want nobody or go and start shooting a movie and then a couple of weeks down the line we ain't got enough money to keep renting stuff, so we bought everything. And then that also left us so we could shoot more movies after this one. So at that point, the hardest part came was locations. Even though we're here in the actual location, it's still hard because you got to get people's permission from their property. Some people want to be a part of it, some people don't. So you got all kind of biases that's going on. And the town, somewhat, some of the people in the town encouraged it, some people didn't. Some people felt, oh, he's bringing up the past.
Yeah.
Don't be bringing up the past. So,
I
and
forget you.
once a few of the actors and different people read the script, they seen that it's also a sort of slow racism in it as well. Because of the time span of where it happened, in that part of the country, we had a lot of racism. Lynchings, hangings, black people can do what they want to do during those time periods. So in the movie, you're going to see some of that, plus you're going to see, basically that's how the first monster or ghost comes alive, because she was lynched and hanged. And her legacy of getting back at the people that got her and her granddaughter, or her daughter, sorry, that made the whole movie kind of flow.
Okay.
And it's basically the first time I've seen a real black character like kind of go out and kill people. Not like Candyman,
Yeah.
but it's a female black character, and she's hard looking. What you see in this trailer is not the actual monster. That's her living. Once you see her dead, it's going to be a totally different story.
Oh my God.
She looks even worse.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
and the girl, there's a little white girl in the movie, Sarah Murphy. She gets hit by a train after seeing the ghost, because that was a couple of years ago. So she sees the ghost, she gets hit by a train, and she then torments on that road because she can't go nowhere because of the other one. So it's kind of like she kills people, but it's not on purpose. She's just walking across the road because she can't go to heaven or hell.
Yeah.
So she walks across the road, people see, oh God, and they get in an accident or whatever. So she's not actually after nobody, but Rita Mae Cobbs is. So.
Wow. That's just, wow, just to think, I mean, how much time does it take? How much time do you guys spend on this production?
Hours and hours.
Oh yeah, we started in February. We really finished this month. Yeah, this month. We have some pickup shots or whatever, but the movie actually has finished this month, and we wrapped up. And it wouldn't have took that long. We even had a recasting during the middle of the movie, and we started with a one cast, and then we had to recast and put new characters because we had some issues with the other characters. So the movie actually got shot twice.
Wow.
It almost got shot twice. So, it was hard work. I mean, long days, 13, 14-hour days.
15-hour days. Yeah.
Sometimes we wouldn't get finished till 4 in the morning, out in the woods.
Wow.
And that
Out
is
on County Road 14?
Nah.
Yeah.
We kind of crazy, but we ain't that
Crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all on County Road 14?
We only shot a few things on County Road 14. A lot of it was shot on other roads that look like County Road 14.
Oh, okay.
But, that was mainly not because of choice, but where we live and where County Road 14 lives is pretty far from civilization and far from everybody, so we don't want to be so far out of town where if something happened,